Alright, welcome back Pack Life Olympic teams. Here is your event number 3. Most of us have nailed it on the head and got it right. It is definitely Fran. However, it's Fran with a bit of a twist. There's 2 twists here. Each team is going to have to complete 3 full Frans. Now remember, 1 round of Fran is 21:59 of thrusters and pull-ups. So you're going to have to complete 3 of those. It is going to be done in a relay format, so that's the second twist. One athlete will be working as a time. It will work in a sort of sequence where athlete A goes, athlete B goes, athlete C goes. However, that structure of rotation has to stay the same whenever there's a changeover. So athlete A will be followed by athlete B, which will be followed by athlete C, and there's no interchangeables of that. So that sequence has to stay the same. The time it takes you to complete all 3 Frans will be the workout time. Right? That will be the time that you are scored on in your leaderboard. So, before we get down to the actual workout scheme, obviously our goal is to pick an athlete A, athlete B, athlete C, so we know how the workout will be set up with your athletes. Once athlete A starts their work, aka thrusters, if athlete A puts the bar down on the ground at any point, if they haven't completed the thrusters, athlete B has to take over from where they left off. All right. If athlete B is left with 2 thrusters and they finish the work and they put the bar down to move to the pull-ups, they have to change to partner C. Right, so that constitutes as a break in movement. Right, if athlete C gets to the pull-ups and they stop, aka they come off the bar and their feet touch the ground, that constitutes the end of the movement and they will have to swap again with partner A. Now, there is obviously a difference with our scaled versions. There's going to be no break in movement for the jumping pull-ups, so athletes cannot rest at the bottom in the dead hang position. They would have to be in a continuous movement, otherwise that will constitute the breaking of a round and they will have to swap out with their next athlete. Alright, in terms of scoring this workout, there's going to be 4 scoring divisions. Now I'm going to try and make this as simple as possible. There's going to be called True RX, which means every athlete in your team is going to be doing RX. These athletes will automatically form or get higher points or a higher ranking than any other division underneath them because all of their athletes are performing the workout RX. Right? Underneath that, we'll get semi-RX, where there'll be only 2 athletes doing RX, 1 athlete doing scale. They will then form in the next tier, so they will get a higher ranking than any of the other scoring divisions underneath it. Then we get to semi-scale. Semi-scale, there's going to be 2 scaled athletes to 1 RX athlete. They will obviously score a higher ranking than anyone below them. And the last ranking will be scaled. That means all athletes will be performing the workout scaled. Now, if we were to put this into a context, all right, let's say we have 5 RX teams that are performing the workout in true RX fashion. They will essentially be guaranteed one of the top 5 positions because there are obviously only 5 teams in that division. Then we go semi-RX, we get 5 teams, they will be guaranteed the next 5 positions, so from 6 to 10, and so on, we'll work our way down. So there is a minimum rep requirement. Alright, so depending on which division you pick, you need to make sure that all athletes can perform at least 1 rep of the designated weight or movement, aka pull-ups. Right? As soon as your athlete swaps into the training area and they are needing to perform the movement, they have to complete the 1 rep required before the next athlete can move in. All right? So it's really important that all 3 of your athletes can perform the movements that are required. Then a special request, if you guys are coming in on Saturday, please could you guys come a little bit earlier just to help us judge the teams. Remember, there's going to be 6 in the heat. If at least one of your members, so maybe your team captain, could just pop in and help us judge the teams as we go along, that would be great. And then if you can't make it on Saturday, it's not a train smash. You are going to have to complete it by Friday next week, and you can do it within the open gym sections. If there's no one to judge you, then please, you are going to be required to send me a video. All right, so just have that in mind. So to wrap it up, nice and easy, each team has to perform 3 Frans. You've got a relay order that you have to stick to. You can share the workload however you want. Obviously, just make sure all your athletes can do the same movements that are in the workout, so keep the exact standard. Remember to have fun, enjoy yourselves. Fran is always a great workout to do, I would know, as the coaches should know. All right, have a great time. See you tomorrow.